Chads, Chadettes, Stans, Studs, and Supermans, welcome into another video where I'm probably going to get a lot of heat for saying what I'm about to say. But I have found myself, might be my new favorite auto rifle. I know some people don't like auto rifles, especially this archetype, but man, this one is out here cooking. Before we get into the video, guys, remember, if you ever want to get your games and their DLC for a cheaper price, make sure you head over to Instant Gaming, the top link in the description, along with their free monthly game giveaway. And if you ever feel like you need a good old pick-me-up, you can always pick yourself up from GFORCE. I'll have that link towards the top of the description as well. And you can use code Kree at checkout for 20% off. GFORCE really good, and they are going to be dropping their new Passion Palooza flavor on November 3rd. All right, everybody, let me tell you a bit about my golden goose over here, as the weapon that we are talking about in this video is going to be the Destiny 2 version of the classic Abyss Defiant, a super mid auto rifle from Destiny 1 that had the glow up that it needed to be a beast inside of Destiny 2. So let's do a quick little rundown over this bad boy. The Abyss Defiant is a high impact frame, slow firing and high damage auto rifle. In our best blank to dominate PvE series for the auto rifle video that we did, I had the Abyss Defiant taking my solar slot over the Amit R2, the other incandescent auto rifle that a lot of people like. There's good reason why I chose the Golden Goose Defiant, and that main reason is the fact that the Adept version has a nice, beautiful gold camo built in. Do I need to say more? It has built-in gold camo, no memento needed. Literally comes dripped out fresh in the beautiful paint. What more did you ask for? I know what you could ask for. A banger perk pool. Well, look no further, homie, because I'm about to show you why this thing is an absolute behemoth, and it's a legendary primary. So, here is the perk pool. In column 3, you have some pretty good options. Alright, some people might like Pugilist and some niche builds. I'll pass on that for this, but I do like Pugilist on my Sword Breaker now. Okay, we're not talking about Sword Breaker. We have Enlightened Actions, really. Enlightened Action. Dealing damage improves reload speed and handling. Not terrible, not a bad new perk. However, we do have things like Subsistence, one of my favorite perks on primary weapons. Refills 10% of the magazine from reserves on weapon kills. Some machine guns and auto rifles refill 17% of the magazine. That's pretty nice. However, because this is a high impact frame auto rifle, its base magazine size is a little bit low, coming in at a base of 32 in the mag. You then have Reconstruction, which I like. How can you not like Reconstruction? The gun is just constantly slowly reloading itself over time. No matter what you're doing, it's just going to always be reloading itself. There is unfortunately no Demolitionist in this third column, but the main perk that I do want to talk about in this bad boy's perk pool is the new Season 22 perk, Heal Clip. Reloading shortly after dealing a final blow grants cure to you and your nearby allies. Who doesn't like having the ability to heal yourself after you defeat a target? Especially if you're not on a solar subclass, Heal Clip can be very handy in keeping you and your teammates alive. One thing I do want to mention is that I think Enhanced Heal Clip still might be bugged to where it won't actually heal your allies, but the normal and non-enhanced version of Heal Clip does. Just something to keep in mind in the back of your head. But overall, I've really been enjoying Heal Clip on this auto rifle. Now in column 4, I feel like there's less super standout perks, but there are definitely a few of them. We have Collective. I'm not talking about Collective Action. You thought I was talking about Collective Action. You thought wrong, my boy. Swashbuckler's always okay. We have the fan favorite Incandescent in this bad boy. Incandescent is a absolute banger perk to have on any primary weapon. Just look at how many people still love using their Callus mini tool. Other perks that you could probably get away with running, Kill Clip's like PvP perk, come on now. But it does have the new perk, Sword Logic, which can get up to a 50% damage buff if you kill a mini boss. My bad, an actual boss. You're not going to get that 50%. Although you will get a nice solid 15% damage buff just for defeating a red bar, which will be very common. So you could constantly be running around with a 15% damage buff. And in some other occasions, you'll definitely get that 25% rolling around as well. Definitely not a bad perk to pick up if you want to roll with it. And the last one that I'll at least talk about is Target Lock, which can be really useful if you have Reconstruction in the third column. So you just have a much fatter magazine, so you can continuously shoot even longer, right? Keep in mind, Target Lock gets up to a 40% damage buff. However, that has to come with you not missing any of those shots. And as soon as it falls off, meaning you just twitch, you miss one bullet in the middle of that mag, you will lose the buff and have to start over again. That being said, it could still be very useful in some higher end content to take down some of those healthier enemies, maybe those healthier majors and or champions. Overall, just looking at this perk pool, this thing has some pretty good stuff going for it. However, it also has one of my, honestly at this point, one of my favorite origin traits, that being Cursed Thrall. The reason why I like Cursed Thrall is just because it makes it easier in clearing out ads with the primary, which is a primary weapon's sole purpose is to clear out ads. Unless you're doing some shenanigans with like Lucky Pants, a hand cannon, and you're using it for boss damage. That's so niche, and that's kind of a gimmick though. 99% of a primary weapon's job is to deal with lower tier ads as efficient as possible, although forbearance exists. But what Cursed Thrall does is after you defeat a target with a melee attack, it can be any melee attack by the way, it doesn't have to be a charged melee, it can be an uncharged one. Final blows with this weapon cause targets to explode for a short duration, and the explosions match the elements of the weapon that procced it. So for instance, the Abyss Defiant would have the Cursed Thrall explosions do solar damage, which is pretty dang cool. And having heal clip with Cursed Thrall and Incandescent means you're going to be dousing, absolutely getting rid of all of these enemies that you have in your way, and you'll be healing yourself every time you do so after your reload. Pretty darn good core for our solar auto rifle here. This auto rifle has a really good perk pool, and it has a lot of really good roles going for it. Me personally, if you had to ask me what my favorite role for this auto rifle is, no hesitation, bro. It is heal clip and incandescent. With this role, you practically have the solar subclass in your hands with this weapon. The ability to heal yourself just off of kills and reloads, the ability to spread scorch on enemy defeats, and then making those enemies explode in an even bigger explosion to help with your incandescent with Cursed Thrall really allows for this thing to shine like no other auto rifle currently can. And let's just say you don't want to go with heal clip and incan, my guy, you can run reconstruction sword logic, reconstruction target lock, subsistence incan. Like, you have a lot of decent options with this auto rifle, even if it is a 360 high impact frame. Me personally, I don't really mind its frame all that much, and I thoroughly enjoy using this auto rifle. The one that I'm using in the background gameplay is an adept version, that's why it's got that beautiful built-in gold camo just chilling. Oh, it looks so pretty. But of course, if you just get your 5 red border patterns from the Crotas and raid, you can go ahead and craft your own 5 out of 5 god roll just the way you want. And this auto rifle just offers up something that not many other weapons can. I think the only other weapon that has the heal clip and incandescent roll is the Eremite, but that's a special weapon, and you're generally not using fusion rifles like that for ad clear when wayframes, forbearance, and this roll exists for this auto rifle. You know what I'm saying, my boy? Overall, man, I just really enjoy using this auto rifle, and I feel like because it's a 360 RPM that not many people are going to be attracted to it, that's just going to be like an instant turn off for them, which I understand. But if you go and give it a swing, it feels like a baby version of the fixed odds to go, baby. Like, come on, man. Anyways, everybody, that is going to about wrap up the video. Let me know your thoughts and opinions on the Abyss Defiant down below, along with your favorite role for the auto rifle. Remember, if you ever want to get your games in their DLC for a cheaper price, make sure to hit up Instant Gaming, top link in the description. And if you ever want to feel energized while you're gaming, make sure to get yourself some good old G Fuel. Link will be in the description as well. Use code Kree for 20% off at checkout. Hope you all enjoyed the video. You guys be safe. Take care out there. And we'll see your beautiful faces in the next one. Adios!